Episode 95, people. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome back to you. Welcome back to your mom. I hope she's listening. Anyone from your family. Because if they weren't listening, they are now. Because they just saw that, and they're locked in.
Yep. Feel free to watch. You can do some window shopping, but I'm taking. So
Sure.
So
Yeah,
calm
he's
down.
off limits, people. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, about 4 times a week after our episode's uploaded, I get all these questions. Hey, what's Avery up to? What's Avery doing? Does he have an old ball and chain, an old lady? And I say, listen, stop right there. First of all, I don't even let him get a sentence in. I say, stop it right there.
Yeah, he's got
He's
the
off
best old lady
limits.
there's
He's
ever
off
been.
limits. We're both off limits, okay?
Right.
So quit asking.
I ain't telling you, so quit asking.
Yeah. I was waiting for that to pop up. That's a golden one. So listen, like I'm just sparing you the time of
Yeah, you're just wasting your breath.
coming to me. Like
And
just
thumb
all
strength.
the 50-year-olds, stop texting me. He's off limits. Okay. So no more.
You missed your chance.
But don't leave. Stay here. We got a full episode for you. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be a
can.
good one.
You're
Hang
more than
on
welcome
tight.
to watch the whole episode. That's fine.
We can still be friends.
Yeah.
Like Avery said, just window shop a little bit. That doesn't mean you have to go in the store. That doesn't
No,
mean you
store's
have
closed.
to swipe your credit
Store
card.
is unbearably closed. Like
Credit
it's
cord.
like
It's locked up. It's permanently closed.
like you ever seen a store that's like it's got boarded up doors.
Yeah, like a chain on the handles.
Yeah, and then those like
Yeah.
sliding gates that connect,
Yeah. Like you would see
That's
in
where
like
we're at.
Detroit or something.
and with like an armed body or an armed security guard.
And that's me. Is
Yeah.
he like super buff?
Yeah, he's like jacked.
Yeah.
He's got a nice mustache. Lives in Florida. Dude, I mean, the list can go on. So
You can keep going if you want. Like I'm trying to like picture the bodyguard. So if you want to just keep,
looks okay. So
you could just
he
keep
looks
going.
really good in a hat.
yeah.
Almost too good. Makes me want to open the store.
Makes me want to unlock that place, baby. Oh man, what is going on, dude? I feel like it's been forever since we've been on.
It
here.
has, dude.
We've had a
And
bunch
life
of
just keeps
other people.
rolling on. You know?
It doesn't stop, does it? Just steamrolls.
No, because like I figured this summer I'd be free to, do some. I mean, I'm doing stuff I enjoy, but maybe not the stuff I was planning on doing. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like
Hey, it's a good way to
I
put
wasn't
it.
aware before school ended fully that we were going to buy a house. We were looking at houses, doing all that stuff.
He said,
So
give
window
it to
shopping
me
per
right
se.
now. Give me 14 of them.
So then we ended up buying the house, and that kind of changes everything. You got to get stuff prepared. We got carpet going
kind
in
of broke
tomorrow.
those doors down and
Yeah.
just walked right in. Said, I'll take
Yeah.
one of each.
Yeah. So,
There
yeah,
you go.
get to golf tomorrow, so that's nice. And it's finally
Dang.
hot enough. I love summer. I just love being outside in the sun. So,
That's
Finally
the
get
one
to
thing
do it
I
down
miss
here.
about the Midwest is the summers. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not the heat in the summers, but like the evenings, the twilight,
yeah.
with the nice grass, the nice breeze. We don't get that here.
Mm-hmm.
We just had it was literally just pouring here.
Yeah. It's been pouring the last
dude.
few weeks, but
It's crazy how timed it is here of the evening storms.
which is every evening pretty much.
I mean, it's as soon as it hits 4 o'clock. The sun is no longer here. It's just gray everywhere, and then sometimes it pours, sometimes it doesn't. Like if it gets to your area, it'll pour. Or you could look 5 miles to the north, and it's downpouring up there, and you're dry where you're at.
Yeah. Does it go? From what I remember, it goes away pretty quickly though, like an hour.
Yeah,
or so,
20
and then
minutes, and it's gone.
and then it's hot again.
Yep.
Sunny. Yep.
Yep. So
That is
No,
nice
it's
though,
pretty wild,
because I mean, like, depending on what you do, it does make it pretty humid there, but it's also
Yeah.
nice. I mean, people like rain. I'm not a huge fan of rain. Like people like watching it. I'm not a huge fan.
it's cool. I'll say this: it's cool if I'm in the right environment. Like if I'm chilling at home, like today I just finished my homework when it started raining, and I was watching golf, and I was like, "Oh, this is fine."
Or like a
but
coffee
then,
shop or something.
Yeah, but then the other day I was trying to golf. I went to the range, and as soon as I pulled in, it just started downpouring. I was like,
Yeah,
well, this is stupid.
That's an inconvenient time for that to happen.
So,
Unfortunately.
but it's nice. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But,
You live in
go
Florida,
ahead.
so I mean, there's not much.
Gotta expect it. What can you do? What
Mm-hmm.
time are you golfing tomorrow?
I think we're going at 9. So
Nice. Rock
yeah.
on.
And then I got to mow at the house, and then the carpet guys are coming.
Nothing like mowing.
And
Nothing
then
like mowing. I love it.
got to
Unless
work
it's
tomorrow.
a push mower.
Tomorrow evening. It's a push mower, but it's not a huge yard, so it's not bad.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Dude, okay, so I listened to the last episode with Josh. Shout out to Josh for being on. Camp was
For
good,
real.
yeah?
Yeah, it was a blast, man. It's
Nice.
I said it in the last pod, but it's literally an excuse for me to be a kid again. Just literally
Amen,
have
bro.
fun all day.
I'm a kid every
eat a whole
day.
bunch of ice cream. So
Play games. Bro,
yeah,
okay, speaking of being kids, tell me about some of these pranks you guys did. I can't believe Josh didn't ask. I was waiting.
it's like, I mean, they're not like crazy
You're not
pranks.
burning
Usually
any
just
houses
water
down?
balloons. Yeah, no.
Waking anybody up in the middle of the night?
What they did do was three of the kids in the older boys pod, which is where I was at.
Now, set this up for me real quick. Is it all the girls in one dorm, all the boys in one dorm? Or are they different, like, cabins?
So there's 4 pods, so it's like A, B, C, D.
Okay.
And the 2 boys are right next to each other in pod A and D. Or C and D, whatever it is. But anyway, there's 2.
Okay.
It's one big building, so it's almost separated by like a plus sign.
Okay. And then the girls are on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Is it close enough to where you can, like, hear the other people in the pods or no?
So the bathrooms, so like beside us would be the other boys' dorm. It's just a wall. It's probably a thick wall, I would guess, but
the bathroom
it's like a tin shed. Yeah, they separate the boys and the girls. So,
Gotcha.
you know, in the shower, our boys are crazy, so they play a game called Battleship, where they just grab random stuff and throw it over the top.
Can you, like, reach over, or you have to throw it?
No, you probably can't reach over. I mean, you could probably suspend yourself up and toss something down.
Yeah.
But you'd have to jump up there to grab it, so it's a little...
You got to get up there and do the soap prank, where you just start spraying soap. They're trying to wash their hair off, and it's just unlimited soap.
Yeah. I think the problem you run into is, I mean, they're like teenage boys, so that, you know, you could catch a case doing that. And I'd rather not.
Well, not you, but I'm saying like other...
Oh, they could. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They're more interested in hurting each other by throwing like plastic bats and
like,
soap bottles.
I got you, stupid 12-year-old.
And then I'm in prison, so.
Yeah, that you're going to be getting soaped in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do you mean by that?
What were these... Let's move on. What were these pranks you were doing?
So I think one of the best pranks was 3 of the boys in our pod. They're like popular for getting into mischief of all varieties, just messing with people and, you know, not like bad things, but just getting into mischief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they grabbed their mattresses, and I got lumped into it. I went down to get a drink from the fridge.
That's what they all say.
In our
That's
pod.
what they all say.
That's what happened. So lunch is right before lunch. We had like free time to just play up by the main hall and in the field, you know, playing gaga ball or basketball or whatever, or cornhole. And I was thirsty. I needed a drink, so I went down and got a drink from the fridge in the pod. And as I'm walking in, the activities director pulls up and has a golf cart, and she's like, "Hey, can you go grab this, this, and this?" So I'm like, I mean, I guess. So I ended up grabbing their mattresses and everything on it, and they used bungee cords to the top of the golf cart and moved across the whole campsite or camp area, across the, you know, probably 1,000 yards away. They moved their bunks and bedding by the campfire. So after lunch, they got in there and they couldn't do anything because their beds were.
Dang.
Because technically, it's quiet time after lunch.
I was
Sometimes,
gonna say, do you have nap time or something?
yeah, it's quiet time for like 45 minutes to an hour. So they came in and nothing was there.
Rip. Get pranked.
Yeah, yeah.
The stealing the mattress out of their cabin and taking it to the other side of the campground prank.
Got him. I was
That
getting
one's
a
my
million views
favorite.
on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, they should have. You should have filmed it for them.
We should have. We can't film
Could've
inside the
been.
pods, so maybe
Oh,
bringing
are
the
they allowed to have
mattresses
their
out.
phones?
No.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is kids camp summer right there. No phones. No
it was
nothing.
fun for me too because I wasn't on my phone either because I was usually just hanging out with the guys. Just
Do you, what
bebopping
what
around.
ages were these kids?
the kids that I'm with, we brought in an 11-year-old because a few of his buddies that are at the camp, he's been hanging out with the older kids.
Okay.
So we brought him in. So we had 10 kids in there.
But how old
in-
were they?
in our
11?
pod. 11 to 17 because we had
Oh,
two
wow.
that graduated this
Oh,
year.
wow.
So
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
So you're not telling like bedtime stories or anything?
No,
Dang.
I'm
Bummer.
thankful I'm with the older guys because I hear horror stories about the younger kids. They're asking
yeah.
for kids
Brutal.
for guys' phones and hey, can I watch your phone before bed? I can't sleep without YouTube or whatever. Unreal.
That's
Dude.
brutal.
This
Can I please have your phone? I need to watch
Yeah.
Miss Rachel. I can't fall asleep.
so one of the volunteers made the mistake of giving one of the he's a
Yeah.
new camper this year. On the top bunk. So it's bunk style
Yeah.
beds. So on the top bunk, he gave him a brand new MacBook, and that brother dropped it off the top
Bruh.
right onto the
Why
concrete.
would you do that? Why would you do that?
He was just being nice, but
On what planet do you think that's a good... Let me hand this brand new MacBook to an 8-year-old that's on the top bunk. See what happens.
I think he's like 10. But yeah,
That was a prank right there.
yeah.
prank,
So
kid. Jeez. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't even... That's on him. That's not even on the little kid.
but
Just be
That-
smarter.
that kid was getting into bad mischief all camp. So
The MacBook kid or the young kid?
no, the MacBook kid. No. So the volunteer was the one that gave him his MacBook,
Yeah.
but the kid,
The
that
younger
dropped the
kid was getting
MacBook.
into mischief.
yeah,
Can you, like, spank at this camp, or what's the discipline?
No spanking involved.
Dang. No paddles?
No, it's a pretty
Hands
easy
off?
going camp for the most part.
What's the discipline? Do they have any?
Talk with the camp director. I've
Maybe
never
a knuckle sandwich.
had any of my kids get in trouble or be there when they do get in trouble because like I said, the kids 3 kids from our pod graduated last year, and one of them he's a really funny kid, but he's like he takes it a little too far sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
So they got in trouble last year. I wasn't
Right.
there for that, so our pod leader, I guess, our lead volunteer, I guess, for the pod, was the one that was in that meeting. I didn't get to hear what
Yeah.
went on. So
Well, there you go. Glad you had a good time.
yeah, a lot of ice cream. Freddy's
Yeah,
ice
let's
cream
go.
was, dude.
Rock
Every-
and roll.
The last 2 years, I've forgotten how good just a vanilla ice cream cone is until I had it.
Fire?
Oh my
Fire?
gosh, dude. It's so underrated.
Are we-
like
Are we talking like waffle cone, kitty cone? What are we talking here?
no, like the normal just I'm not a big unless it's
Like sugar cone?
Yeah, like a sugar cone. I'm not a big waffle cone guy if it's like the store-bought ones that here's how I tell if it's a good waffle cone. If it's not even at the top all the way across, that's a good waffle cone.
Yeah.
But if it's just the
Yeah,
one
I
that's
agree. I
just
agree.
a circle on top, they're trash.
Yeah, no. We got a problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a problem.
But if
here.
they had those big ones like you get at an ice cream store in Florida or
yeah,
somewhere else,
where it's home,
I'm
it's
getting one of
made in
those.
store.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting one of those for sure.
What kind of ice cream we talking here?
Just vanilla ice cream, bro. Freddy's vanilla ice cream.
Like what brand? What'd you say?
Freddy's.
Okay. Fire.
Dude, I probably had
You have one every day or what?
20 cones. Oh, one day I didn't because my stomach hurt the day before, so I was like, yeah, I'm calling myself off on this one.
18 ice cream cones. He's like, ooh wee.
But we're running around so much.
Yeah, burning.
Like we're playing Gaga ball for 3 hours a day. We're playing basketball for 2 hours a day. We're running around. We went to the water park in Great Bend one time. Played pool basketball for like 3 hours. So
sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Pool basketball is
there we go.
Probably the most fun sport I've ever played in my life.
So elite, because you can do whatever you want. Anything short of drowning the person.
I know. You're tossing people. Oh man, it's great.
Yeah. Jumping on top of people. I'm going to dunk on you.
One of our campers that graduated this year, we have a good relationship. Like, we're cool outside of camp, too. Dude, he was just hanging on me the whole game.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't go anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You can't run.
I shucked him off.
You're
Hey! On his head.
Eat that, little boy.
I don't think I shot one jump shot. I either passed it off or I got to the rim. I'm getting to the cup.
If you don't walk out of there with a hurt finger, you didn't do it right.
Well, one of our volunteers
go back.
Got his chain snapped off, and he got hit in the face twice with a ball.
Dang.
And both,
that's a rough day.
One of them was on accident because one of the boys campers, like he was looking at him, and then he looked away. Yeah. You know, the classic. You're looking at somebody and they're not throwing it, so then somebody says something and then he saw the ball coming in and turned and just bang right in the face.
That's a rough day right there.
But that was the second time that he got hit in the face. But the first time, one of the younger girls just chucked it, bonk right in the face.
Rip.
Yeah. So
I'll teach you a lesson.
Glasses too.
Good hands,
I know
feet.
the pain.
Oh boy. Oh,
right here, bro.
Oh,
on both sides.
That man had a headache for the rest of the week.
It's humming right here for probably 45 minutes after.
Sure it is. That boy can't see straight.
Then you got the indention from the pads. Oh man,
give that boy some goggles, bro.
I know that all too well. I'd be playing basketball when I was younger and I had glasses on. Just bonk. You're just
right in the face. You said,
and it's just rage that comes out of you.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do. You just got to sit there and wait it out.
Because first of all, you got hit in the nose. Second of all, you had two things pressed onto your nose. Third of all, you're worried about your glasses breaking, your parents being ticked. It's just all negative.
That ball left an imprint. Those glasses left an imprint. Everything.
Yeah.
You're deep in the dumps there.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. I felt his pain. I really did. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. And his chain got freaking ripped right off. Oh man, it was all bad. I felt bad for him, dude, because it was like compounding. His chain broke off first, got smashed in the face the next time, and then got a ball thrown in his face the next time. It was just all bad. I would have raged. I might have drowned. Well, he did drown a kid because the same kid that was on my back the whole time. He wasn't on my back this specific play. And he was the one that, when his chain got ripped off, I don't know if he did it, but he was jumping onto him to get the ball.
Yeah. Oh, that boy turned around and raged.
Yeah, he was...
He's holding him under the water. You're like, whoa. It's just a chain, bro. Chill out.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That's a good time. I missed that.
Pool basketball's a different...
Yeah, I need to play that again. It's been a minute.
You need to have a professional league for that because I'm training my butt off for that.
Imagine. It's like water polo, but just basketball hoops at both sides.
Yeah, give me like a 4 foot water.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 7 foot goal or something.
Sure.
And let me cook.
Nah, that's good right there. A little ball too. Little grippy ball.
Behind the head passes, dude. I'm doing all of it.
Bro, you can come up with some crazy stuff in the water. A little skip pass.
Yeah. What I do is, so say I get a rebound, you got to take it back anyway. I just shove the ball under the water.
Oh yeah.
And swim through.
Yeah, everybody move out of my way.
And so they're slapping your arm underwater, but it's not strong enough underwater.
Yeah.
So you're just
weak little boy.
And then you bring it back up, and then you're just like Jokic, prime Jokic out here.
And then that guy's dunking it, and then it's 2-0, just like that.
Or you do the classic, you give and go, you throw it over here,
sneak around the back door.
And there's a guy right here. You swim by him, but chuck by him.
A literal swim move.
Yeah. You find a gap here, catch.
Yeah.
People clear because there's a guy at the dunk spot on the right. Yeah. You throw a pass fake there, and then you rise up.
Bang. Yeah. Clear the runway. boy. Unless you want to eat this.
I wish I could do that in real life. You know,
Me
the whole
too, bro.
hey thing. That'd be nice.
Maybe on a 7-foot hoop. On an actual 7-foot
On a 7-foot
hoop.
hoop, I'm yunking on people, but
Yeah, no problem. No problem there. So, that's a good time.
yeah.
Good times at camp. I've got some beef that I want to bring up.
Let's hear it.
And it's with United States federal banks.
Oh,
I don't even know if that's an actual legit thing, but just banks in general.
Okay.
What's going on? What's the deal with no more drive-up service?
We have that here in Kansas.
Not here.
Well, I
Any
mean, you
bank
guys
I've
are
ever
rich
been to
there,
here, there's
so.
no more window tellers. What do you call them? Is that what you call
Bank
them?
tellers?
Yeah, but the ones at the inside, yeah, but not at the window.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just ATMs now.
Really?
Like just drive-up ATMs. That's it.
You don't have the ones where you could put the...
In the tube?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like that? Wait, you do your sound. See if you can do it.
I've used one maybe once.
Here, it sounds like this.
That sounds perfect. That sounds
right,
like
perfect.
a pipe with air and something going
And
through
it's
that
going
pipe.
straight up. Dude, I used to think all the time, like, how in the
How does that get there?
How in the world?
Dude, he just
It just goes up to the ceiling, like floats over there.
You're like, where did that go? And you look over and the guy's like this.
Straight back down.
Opening
They're
it up.
talking to you. Yeah.
You're like,
Through the window. Sir, would you like that in 10s, 20s, or 100s? I'm like,
he's like,
wait a gosh darn minute. Yeah.
right at you.
In the
And
back
you're like,
seat.
like the clip from The Incredibles.
Yeah, exactly.
He picks up the car, and kid on the tricycle's like,
What is he saying?
Totally wicked.
That was totally wicked.
yeah.
Oh man, I forgot about that part. That was literally me. They're like, how about the kid? Would he like a sucker? Hey, you want a sucker? I'm like this.
Me? Yeah, I like suckers.
Do I need to go in and get it, or
You're going to give me a
no?
sucker?
I'll send it back through the pipe.
Yeah, just do that thing right there.
Yeah, press the button. Dude, I used to think that was a cool. I thought like the bank was just a whole different world in there.
There's probably like, yeah, you probably thought there was like a pipe system that was like
Yeah,
40
like they're on
miles
the other
long.
side of the glass.
Yeah.
I don't know where these pipes are going, but it's making it. I used to think those little canister things were the coolest thing in the world. They're like, it was a little cylinder that just opens, split in half, and he pulls the paper out, signs the check,
Yeah.
sends it right back, throws a few suckers in there. No problem.
No, but
Have a great day, sir.
that confuses me why they don't have drive up anymore. Maybe
Nothing.
to automate it.
It's just the ATM. I
Make
mean,
it less jobs that they have to pay people
yeah.
for.
I mean, to be fair, what do you need what do you need one for? Like, I can
Yeah.
do everything at the ATM.
if you're
I
not
can
in a
cash
small town,
check.
it doesn't really make sense.
I can cash a check. I can put cash in the ATM. I can take cash out of the ATM. Like, what do you,
Right.
you know? I guess you don't really need
Yeah.
it. It's just sad. There's no more nostalgia. I don't even want to go to
Yeah.
the bank anymore. I'll just keep my cash. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big reason why I'm thankful for being in a small town because I mean just those small interactions are fun for me. So, and it's usually
I mean,
somebody you know, so you can just
Yeah.
you know
Hey there, Jerry.
shoot the breeze with somebody for a little
How's
bit.
your week going?
Yeah. So
Yep, not here. You
Well-
you know what? Keep that sucker. I didn't even want it anyways.
yeah, maybe you can move back to Bennington or
I get my own
you know in the
sucker.
area.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But
Come
I
on,
appreciate the
man.
offer. I appreciate the offer.
Come on, man.
But I but I appreciate the offer.
I'm going to break my monitor.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor. I swear. Nah, I can't do it.
I swear.
Can't do it, man.
Yeah,
Gotta finish school first.
that's fair.
I'm in too deep.
Um,
Dude, get this. I did the coolest thing in the world on Friday.
did you use the potty?
I don't know. You're onto something. By
You use-
myself.
You use the potty? Give it up for Jonah, man.
Nobody even gave me any Skittles, bruh.
I didn't even use my first potty until I was 24, so you beat me, man. You're good.
Oh, man.
I've been wearing diapers,
No,
plus-size
pretty-
diapers for years.
pretty adjacent to that. Yeah, carry the one. I observed a total knee replacement.
Oh, nice.
How wild, dude! It was like I don't know why you just never think of like I don't know, watching a surgery. Like obviously,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in the medical field, but most people obviously aren't in the medical field.
Like the average Joe's not gonna be like, I really want to watch this.
Yeah. And dude, it was like I talked to our PT at our clinic and I was like, "Hey, can you get me in to like observe?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure if you want. Yeah, sure. No problem." I was like, yeah, dude."
Dude.
So,
yeah, that's sweet.
I went to this outpatient surgery center and watched this guy literally cut this knee open. Dude, it's even just think every time I say it or think about it, I'm like, "Dang, I really just saw like the inside of a body."
Yeah. You could be a coroner.
Literally. And I just sat in the back.
A knee coroner.
A knee, nice. A knee corner.
That's a niche job. You could corner the market, Jonah.
Corner of the market?
Yeah. Coroner the market.
But I literally just sat in the OR, watched them do all their stuff. The scrub tech yelled at me, "Do not touch the blue. It's sterile." I said, "I won't touch it."
Jonah's like this.
What's that right over there?
You mean this?
I would have been kicked out so fast. I'm like, "Hey, what's that right over there?" "Oh, gotcha." Touched it.
Did you guys spray for spiders in here?
Ooh. Like Rudy Gobert after the press conference during COVID.
Grabbed everything. He had COVID. He's over here.
He's touching everything, and the next day the NBA shuts down.
Yeah, and he gets a positive test result for COVID.
Idiot. But anyways, they literally cut the knee open. Well, they just like split it in half, the skin.
Okay.
And then they just literally take what looks like a multi-tool, which is just a sterile multi-tool, and they just cut the bone off.
Do they have to do any scraping or no?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know if they have to scrape part of it out to...
Well, I mean, sort of, maybe, but it's all robotic. So basically, it's a robotic arm that holds the tool. They map it out before of everything they want to cut out.
They're not in there like...
But, yeah. They take like a grinder in there. Chainsaw.
Got a chainsaw. About to saw this dude's knee off. Yeah. He's like, woo!
With the... He's like,
that was a little dirty.
Hey, team, I'm going to need 15. I got sweat in my eyes. I got sawdust in my eyes.
Yeah, knee dust.
No, it's like a robotic arm, and then it's all computerized to where like they map it out before, and then the robot sets basically an area that they're going to cut. And the multi-tool is on the robotic arm. You can move it, but it won't let you move outside of the area. Like if you move outside of the area, it just shuts the tool off. Yeah.
Automation.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
It's actually really cool because it makes it to where making a mistake is very, very, very hard to do.
Right.
So he literally just he goes in and just starts sawing the bone off.
Wow.
And they saw it off, and then they drill the holes where they're like the placement holes for the knee replacement, and then tap it in there, close her up, good to go.
That's awesome.
Stitch it up. It's wild. It's actually really, really wild.
That does sound pretty darn cool.
And I didn't get queasy. I thought for sure I was going to get queasy in there.
Yeah, I think with like something else, like a different surgery, you'd be better odds you would get queasy.
I think I would get queasy if it was like intestinal or like any organs. I think I might get a little bit queasy. I think that would be very cool to see. But like, and with that, like with the knee, there's not a lot of blood or anything, so it's like, But I mean, there's still a lot there. Like you see all the bones, you see all the ligaments, you see all the fatty tissue, everything.
That's still cool though. I mean, just to see.
Yeah. It was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
So Doc came up to me after though. He goes, I was about to leave, and he's like, "Hey, proud of you. You didn't even get queasy." I said, "Put her there, man. Want to give me a job?"
He said, "Yeah, it's my 6,000th knee replacement. That's how it's done. Take notes."
Yeah. I'm like,
"Yep.
Yeah, sure."
And that's when Jonah says, "You're gonna have to replace your knee. You keep talking to me like that, bud. You don't know who I am."
I'll take you down right now, sir.
Yeah.
You're going to need to replace every bone in your body.
Oh, you don't need a knee replacement? You better schedule one.
How about now?
Because I got a Louisville Slugger out there,
Yeah.
BB core, and it's on a straight line to your kneecap.
Bubba,
If you don't watch it.
take that. Meet me out back.
I don't know if you know much about baseball, but those BB cores are no longer legal.
Loud, and it's for a good reason.
Yeah. You're going to have to find out what those
And your
baseballs
kneecaps are
held
about
for
to find out
years.
why. So you better shut your mouth when you
Yep.
talk to me like that.
That's what
So-
you should have done, honestly.
I should have. He was an
Doesn't
old
he
guy,
be like,
too.
dude, this
I
guy
could've
needs
taken
my
him easy.
job.
I
This
could have
guy-
taken him easy.
He's like, this guy needs to work in my hospital. Or
I'm like,
my...
"No, you better watch your back
Yeah.
before
You know your job,
I-"
I'm coming for it. It's mine.
Yeah. You better start working harder. Nobody cares. Work
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah. You think I care about those 6,000 knee replacements you've done? I could do it better with one. Yeah.
So take
I don't-
that.
I don't need the robotic arm. I'll do
Doctor.
it myself.
Yeah. I don't
Cheater.
even need nothing. I just bring my multi-tool from home. Sterilize that myself.
I have a box cutter
That'll
and
work.
a switchblade, and I'm going to do
and
it way faster.
And a chisel.
Yeah.
I used to be a woodworker back in my day, so
I
I
have
know
a
what I'm
paint
doing.
scraper that I'm going to use a hammer and just
Yeah.
knock the bone in half.
But I mark it out with a Sharpie first.
Yeah.
X off where I need to take
You gotta-
off, and then just
Bite onto the Sharpie lid.
onto the like this.
Yep. Yep.
Put it in my hat right here, just like this.
Yep.
I put it in my hat like this
Yep.
when I'm
And
doing.
I got my scalpel. I got it right here in my ear, ready for
Bye,
use.
Just I don't even use the handle, just the blade, just like this.
Yep.
That's it. And then to stitch
Yeah.
it back up, I kind of just stick my teeth on there and then hold it with my mouth, just thread it
Yep.
through.
It's just
Pretty easy.
that guy wasn't committed to the grind. He wasn't.
No, it's just that's
Doing
just primal
surgery
human
with
instinct
love.
right there. Yeah, it's just he had to use the robotic arm. I am the robotic arm.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Robotic arms take programs from me.
Yeah, yeah. They took the robotic arm that you're using. That was me. And then they
They
tracked my
replicated
movements.
my arm
Yes, exactly.
into a robot and tried
Right.
to get my mannerisms, and they've still failed.
You know, it works, but it's not like the real guy.
Yeah.
Never will be.
And you just then to end this conversation, you say, "All right, see you later, champ."
Yeah. All right, champ. Put her there.
No, you pat him on
right,
the
champ.
shoulder. You don't even give him knuckles.
Have a good weekend.
Just pat him on the shoulder twice. All right, man.
Hey, keep working.
Yep.
You'll get there.
Yep. You're getting better. I like it.
Can you imagine? I said this to an MD. He's like,
Yeah.
what? This is the first time I ever met him. All right, champ.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
MD, more like medically deficient.
Yeah. Yeah, take that. Take that,
Yeah. Got him.
Mr. Doctor, sir.
Mr. Doofus is what MD stands for.
Got it.
John Smith. Major Doofus.
Majorly deficient at medical skills.
That's hilarious.
He stinks.
Yeah.
So I'll be going back. I'll watch him again. But maybe you should
Maybe
try
you
it
can-
sometime. Maybe just call up a hospital, see what happens.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Who are you? Why are
Excuse
you
me?
asking to watch surgeries?"
Hey, good evening, Holly at the front desk. My name is Avery Kidd. I was just curious if you got any brain surgeries going on soon that I could, just hop in real quick. I won't bother anybody else in the back. Don't worry.
I'm just fly on the wall.
I'll
Not gonna bother
I'll
anybody.
keep myself in the corner. But what do you think about that? She's like, oh yeah, Mr. Avery, sir, are you currently in medical school or undergrad, or what do you do?
Yeah, so I've seen a few surgery videos on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Um,
So like right now you're maybe like in undergrad and maybe working at like a hospital or shadowed at a hospital or.
You could say I've worked at a hospital before. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wait, like what do you? So like you were hired by the hospital, or maybe is your dad a doctor? Or?
Janitorial. I worked there for about a year. Seen some things.
At the hospital.
Yeah, at the hospital. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you explain to me like what you've seen? Like, have you sat in a shadowing observation before, or have you been in the OR before? Or?
I've been in the OR. I'm just not sure if I was supposed to be there. It was just cleaning the floor, and just so happened there was an acute injury that I witnessed being pulled into. Yeah.
Let me look at our reports here. I think a couple months ago they were looking for somebody that was in the OR when they weren't supposed to be.
Before you look, I don't think that was me. I was just doing my job. Just
okay.
Janitorial things.
Well, let's just push all that to the side. So you want to get in to see a brain surgery? You said.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, what do you do for work? What are your qualifications? You're in med school?
No.
So you still haven't answered my question. What do you do for work?
I work at a job. Man, was this funny to you? I'm just trying to I'm just trying to watch a brain surgery.
Is that like that's like a new company? It's like the title of the company is called
No,
Job?
I have a job. A job.
That's correct, sir. So
yeah.
So what's your job title?
That's I don't know, honestly.
Okay, very good, sir. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get you into a surgery. But we
That's
do
a little
actually have
misogynistic, you think?
Wait a minute, are you black?
No, I'm a male.
Okay, you're definitely not getting it. Well, we do have some positions open. If you're looking for a position, we could get you. I think they need a server down at the cafeteria.
Yeah,
maybe
I want a position in the surgery room. That's the position I want.
Sir, how about we put you on the operating table?
Ma'am, with all due respect, you're going to have to be on the operating table if you keep this attitude up.
And that was the last words Holly ever spoke. Ever.
Yeah, she hung up instantly.
Can you imagine, like, just calling somewhere and being like, well, I work at Ace Hardware, but, kind of just bouncing the idea around, maybe thinking maybe something, maybe a doctor
we sell
one
some
day.
saws there. I mean,
yeah,
you guys use saws.
I could be your medical sales rep, your device sales rep. We got a Sawzall. You use a Sawzall.
You use Milwaukee.
I mean, it may not be DeWalt, but it's still a Sawzall.
Do you use Ryobi? I don't know what you use, but I mean,
what are you using over there?
We got Craftsman, DeWalt.
Surely I got something you could use.
There's a Harbor Freight down the road. I can sell it to you wholesale. I mean, it's really up to you.
Those prices are better. Quality may not be as good, but
it does the job.
I was kind of thinking about sneaking behind enemy lines a little bit.
Yeah.
Just kind of seeing what you're using back there.
Yeah.
Get me ahead of the game a little bit.
Yeah. And all I need is a Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, whatever you got there. I mean, I'll take a cup of that. That's all I need.
And before you ask, I do not have a high school diploma, but I'm sure my boss can give you a great recommendation.
Yep.
Letter. What do you think?
Oh, recommendation text.
His number is 869.
He's actually Master Rhymes on Facebook. He's actually a SoundCloud rapper, so you might be getting a personal message from him.
Pretty good, if you
on
ask
Facebook.
me.
Yeah, I mean he's good at his craft, man. He's been
he's
working
been
on it
working
for years. I think last month he got 8 views on his songs.
Total views. It's pretty much like this podcast. So, be careful.
Yeah.
You should try it sometime. Just see what happens.
Well, my fiance works at a hospital, so if they found out that we're connected, that might be bad news.
They're
for
like,
her.
you're fired, Kylie. Listen, it's not you. We love you. This has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with that crazy guy that
That
you
you're unfortunately marrying.
associate with. Yeah, there's still time. There's still time.
Yeah,
But we're gonna lay that one up to you.
she's gonna have a job opportunity in like 5 years to work at a big hospital, and they're gonna be like, "Kid,
Kid.
I think that rings a bell."
Oh, was he the one that called?
Yeah, he's on the do not contact list.
Is he the one that threatened to put me on the operating table?
Yeah, he's on
Ew.
the domestic terrorist watch list because of that. So
for calling the hospital, threatening the front desk lady. Oh man. So Kylie, sorry, you're not gonna. We
just to
can't
break
hire
the
you
news,
here.
I am not on the domestic terrorist watch
In
list.
case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, in case you guys were thinking that I am, I'm not.
No need to be threatened. Everybody just clicked off here because they can't associate. They can't have anything to
No,
do
they're
with you.
literally on Google right now. Avery kid, or they're going to domestic terrorist watch list. They're going to the K's. Like, oh my gosh, please be on here.
That's what we'd. Maybe you should get on there. We'd blow up.
How about this? Maybe you try first, and if it works,
Okay. How about this? We'll both try at the same time. We'll try something.
and then we won't be able to. We'll be posting from Guantanamo
From
Bay.
cell block
we'll be,
D.
we'll be in Guantanamo Bay because we're just freaking exiled out there. I feel like
They're
John
they're
from the Bible. I'm going to Patmos.
Yeah, they're gonna. The island of Crete.
Yeah,
We're gonna get shipwrecked. They're gonna reopen Alcatraz just for us.
yeah, for
put
two
both of us in there.
fellers.
Yeah. We'd go viral. So
Low key, if we were the only two in the prison, that would be lit.
that'd be pretty sick.
Dude, we'd have all that to ourselves. Oh man, that'd
Dude,
be
I'm
awesome.
I'm starting a YouTube channel.
Nah, for
Explore
real, I wanna
Alcatraz with me.
talk about Streamer University. How about
Yeah.
Streamer Prison?
Yeah. Let's talk about that. We got both sides of the ball. We're rivals here.
And we're definitely winning,
You're out and
bro,
about.
because
I'm
dude,
in prison.
The views from Alcatraz,
Dude, I'm
a
winning because
24-hour
I have,
stream in the snow. You know how
and
lethal
I've
that
got
would
nothing
be.
else to do.
Yeah, I'm
got-
grinding. I'm literally 24
I am-
hours streaming 3,000 days in a row.
You just never turn it off.
Yeah, I'm literally raking in views because like, dude,
I'm eating you up, Kai Sinat. Sinat? Sinat?
it's 3:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and
I'm
I'm
working.
streaming, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm up. I can't sleep. What stream am I watching?" There's one stream on. It's me.
There's one stream and one stream only. This
Yeah.
guy. So maybe it's not a bad idea. Get on
That'd
the
be boring
domestic
that they
terror.
did open Alcatraz for us, and if they did do that, they would probably just before they did that. So
Give you the little
yeah,
in the veins. Yeah. So who knows? That would also work for views.
yeah,
Foolproof.
I don't know if that would make it on Riverside.
I'm gonna
That might
stream
be-
from the table.
we might be demonetized on YouTube after that one.
The lethal injection table.
Well, I mean, we're demonetized now, so what's to lose?
Yeah, we got demonetized a long time ago.
We're in a
Since
constant
episode 1.
state of demonetization.
I don't know what it is with it, man. We just can't seem to get any sponsors because
Like-
they just
Like the wall of monetization is like ever so high at this point.
yeah. It's like trying to get from one side of the Great Wall of China to the other.
Like you can faintly see the top of the wall, but you
Yeah.
can't see anything else.
Let's just say it's like trying to get in to observe a surgery when you have no medical background.
Yeah, but like
Right.
trying to do it twice, 2 days in a row or something.
But or like trying to do it while you're on the domestic terrorist watch list.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
everything you're doing is working against you.
Right.
And
It's like trying to get on the airplane, but you're also on the FBI's most wanted.
yeah, trying to
Right.
do anything.
Right. Anything that involves leaving your house,
Or identity in any way.
you're cooked.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
But maybe
One day, maybe.
sometime there's like a cheat code in the system, and there just so happens to be like a secret door that
Could be.
Maybe you don't have to go
a-
over the wall of
Right.
monetization, but you can go through the wall.
through it. Now you're thinking here. Why go over when you can just go through?
That seems to be a little distant. I'm hopeful.
It's like a chink in the armor.
I'm hopeful, but
Sure. Hey,
I've been checking all types of
we've
things.
seen crazier
Pulling
things.
grass blades to see if that's the trigger.
Yeah,
Smacking
we've seen
stones on the wall to see if it goes in.
running into stones on the wall full speed.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen crazier things.
Yeah.
We've seen crazier things.
So if you want to see that happen, help us blow up on YouTube or something, or even on Instagram or whatever.
Sure. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
And
it's
we
a free country.
We could climb this wall of monetization together.
Together.
As a unit.
Right. We could bring you along.
This is Jonah and Avery. This is the Bernies and future Bernies. We are merging
Right.
into one, becoming a butterfly and flying.
Said flying.
Becoming a butterfly and flying.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Out of the despair of demonetization, over the wall, into prosperity.
The life of abundance.
Together, of course. If we haven't mentioned that yet.
Of goodness. And lush green fields.
Yep. With bees and honey, where wasps don't sting.
Never heard of them. Mosquitoes, gone.
Don't exist.
Nope.
So if you want to be a part of that,
Look, see, take a look at Avery's shirt. That's kind of a glimpse
This
of
could
what
be
we're looking
us.
at here. See that? A rainbow? No,
yes.
The one true rainbow. And
Right,
then
this is God's rainbow, of course.
houses, all of it.
Right, yeah. And there's a pool. We could be swimming and playing pool basketball where I dunk
Whatever
on you
you want.
every single time. But it's still fun, of course. There's
We all
volleyball
have a
back
smile on our
here.
face.
There's baseball
Whatever.
where I hit 700-foot nukes off you when you're
Dead
pitching.
center. Dead center.
But sometimes I'll give you, say I'm pitching, sometimes I'll give you a meatball and you can delete
Sure.
one.
And you can
But
have
most
some
of the
fun.
time, I'm batting and it's going over here somewhere.
Yeah. But hey, everyone has fun. You have some fun,
Yeah.
and you have some fun, and you have some fun.
I just have more fun.
We can do it together.
Together. Merged into one.
Do you understand?
If that's not a good sales pitch, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what the heck is. On a side note, aside from that, should we bring up the... Do we have some beef between you and my mother? Do we have a little
it
beef
unknown
starting
beef?
here? Did you see the YouTube comment?
Oh, about you?
Oh.
She said, was it you or me?
She was talking to you about a little
I was eating?
crunchy of the icy.
Oh, she didn't like that?
Oh, she didn't love it. She didn't love it. Let's see
Right
what
now,
she
hear
said
me
here.
out. It was not a personal attack. It was
I just think it's ironic because out of it, if you ask me, anyone in this world, who have you seen chew the most ice? It's her,
Ron John?
hands down. Holy moly, that lady single-handedly could eat her way through the Antarctic, through the Arctic. Almost said the
Respect.
Antarctic. I mean, it's remarkable.
I guess I didn't see
When
that.
we
Was
were
that on
younger.
The most recent one?
No, I'm trying to find it.
Because if she liked it that much,
Dude, there's literally no one on this. If someone asked me, like, I will give you $1 million if you can find someone that's chewed the most ice on the planet, it is her. And that's not any hate. She could do whatever she wants.
hey Ronell, this is for you.
Dude, there was at one point, we wouldn't even make it past the gas station without having to stop.
For some ice.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Respect,
it was.
though. I mean,
We were stopping 24/7. Why can't I freaking find it? I'm looking.
Huh.
So do you have anything to say? Do you have any words you want to say to that?
I'm sorry, first and foremost.
I'd like to think I'd like to thank my family.
Yeah. I just enjoy ice. I mean, it's just a kind of guy have a, a fun hobby that he does. I mean,
No, sir. You cannot.
respect.
There's gotta
Guess
be
if
a
I
way
can't, then I gotta stop. I gotta be done. I have to quit my ice chewing journey here.
have to. Got to put it away. You
Yep.
know, the people are hating it.
Just, something that brings somebody joy. I didn't know they could rip that away from you, but they can. They sure can.
Maybe she. I don't remember. I don't know where it's at. Oh well. But she was coming for you. She wasn't having it. But
Well,
that's okay. If you don't
Life
want to start
moves
any
on.
beef, I won't. If you don't want to start any beef, I won't push it. I
Yeah.
won't push the button. That's up to you.
I mean, I'm at fault here. I get it.
have
that's
you always
fine.
been a big ice chewer or no?
I would say I'm a dabbler. I don't
Okay.
do it all the time.
Here and there.
But if there's some ice at a cup, I'm definitely chewing it.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Yeah. It's just more water, so you might as well.
Do you think it ruins your teeth or no?
Nah.
That used to be a big
so.
thing when I was younger. Don't chew the ice. It's gonna ruin your teeth.
I don't think so.
You think it's just adding to the hydration factor?
And it's,
Up in the
some mental
hydration.
stimulation a little bit, so.
And then your mouth gets so numb, and then you bite your cheek, and then it's just a bad day after that.
Yeah, see, I've only done it a handful of times, but
Yeah,
I've
it's
chewed a
not
lot of
fun.
ice in my day.
It's not. See, usually I'm chewing the ice from Chick-fil-A. If I'm driving, drink's gone.
Yep.
Yep. I'll
Yep.
throw it in. A couple of them.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
No. Not at all.
It's nice and cold and refreshing
Yeah.
on a hot day. And, so, depending on what drink you get, if you get a diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A, you still get some of the pulp.
Sure. I'm
So-
not getting a diet lemonade, but do your thing.
It's good. You should try
Do
it.
your thing, man.
You should try
Okay,
it.
well. You know who else I have some beef with?
Who's that?
Waiters or waitresses, whichever way you sway, who, why do you have to do this? They repeat to you, say, okay, I'm getting a chicken sandwich. You could hold the lettuce and the tomato, or the onion and the tomatoes.
Okay.
I'll just, let's just keep it at that. And they repeat to you so you just want lettuce, no onion, no tomato, no pickle? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, last time I checked, that's what I just told you. I don't know why you got to repeat it to the whole table. I already feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it again.
This, it's been a while, but I went to Taco Bell. Just had to get something quick.
Sure.
Got to be 5-layer burrito, of course. Of course, you got to when
Okay.
you go there. But I got 2 tacos because, they're low calorie, but, a little bit of protein in there. I had a protein shake with me, too, so I popped that afterwards.
Sure.
But I said, just no tomatoes on that. So she's like, so you just want meat and cheese and lettuce? Like, yeah, I took one thing off. You could
That's
just
correct.
say, yeah, I took tomatoes off. I didn't say, can I have no cheese, no lettuce, no tomatoes?
I'll take just the tortilla, please.
Yeah. How about this? Next time I'm going to be here, can you just hold the tortilla, meat, cheese, and lettuce and tomato? Because I'm not coming back.
Yeah. You know what? You keep it. I don't need it.
Hold it. Just pump the brakes on that. That's all you.
You eat it if you
I
want it all.
from you. So this is a trade package.
Boom, 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 boom.
Avery offers nothing. Taco Bell gets tortilla, meat, cheese, lettuce, tomato.
Bingo. Avery keeps his money.
Yeah.
Taco Bell gets $0.
And keeps his sanity.
So I don't know what it is. I'm already sitting looking at the menu thinking, which one can I sacrifice to just keep on here just because I don't look like a total freak?
Yeah.
Like, which one can I deal with taking off when it gets here?
Yeah.
But also, I'm going to take these off because I'm not having a tomato. I don't like tomato, and if I leave it on there, it's going to soak into the bun anyways.
Yeah.
Onions are kind of whatever, but I don't want any. Don't like pickles. Let's just leave the lettuce. and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So you don't. So what you're saying is, you don't want. Do you hear this guy? You don't want pickles or tomatoes or onion. You just want the two buns and the chicken breast and the lettuce.
Yeah, so there's something on the menu. Sorry, something not on the menu. It's called Gerber. It's well known for baby food, so we have that in the back. If you want to go ahead and try that.
If if you want to give it, I also have like an applesauce pouch back there. If you want, I could bring that out as your side.
We could blend up, the burger and cheese, maybe a little bit of the bun. Throw some ketchup in there. And we could feed it to you. We actually have high chairs over there too. I don't know if you saw those when you walked in.
I also have a coloring.
Yeah, we could sit you in one of those.
Yeah.
And give you a kid's Sprite.
Right. I'm sure someone around here is nursing right now. We could just give you some of that, some of their milk. If
we
you
have
just
bibs
want that
as well. If you need one of those. So next time you order a burger, you just please order, like an adult. Next time.
How about you just expand your palate a little bit?
Yeah, how about you just eat the things you don't like next time?
Let me guess, for dessert, you just want like a bowl of Cheerios dry? Or,
yeah.
You want it in one of those little sippy cups you can stick your hand in?
Yeah, we have SpaghettiOs in the back as well if you're not thinking the Gerber's a good idea.
Chef Boyardee, if you're feeling fancy.
Yeah, we could do that for you.
Whatever you want, honey buns.
Yeah. That's pretty much what they're saying. In a roundabout way.
Why are you repeating it to me? I just told you what I want. First of all, your tip just went down.
Yeah, they're usually they're like Jonah makes his order and they're like, "Oh,
here,
so
let me give you my order real quick."
Yeah, I gotta stand on it.
I'll take.
Sorry, go
ahead. Hey, yeah, I'm ready to order.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Oh, good choice. Great choice.
Yeah. But if you could just hold the tomato and there's no tomato. Hold the onion and hold the pickle, please. And then could I get a side of ranch? That would be perfect.
So let me read this.
I feel like I just told it to you, but yeah, you can read it back if you want.
That look right to you? All right, so let me read this. Attention restaurant. This male just ordered a buffalo chicken sandwich with nothing on it. Is that right?
Do we have to do that? No. Well, I still want the chicken, and you can keep the lettuce on there if you want.
He wants some chickies.
If that makes it easy.
Some chicky nuggies on there for him. Sir, is that right? Is that your order?
Well, no, I don't know why you have to do this. I just want the buffalo chicken sandwich, and you can keep the lettuce on there.
Everything, right? Of course.
Well, you can keep the lettuce on there, and I would also die for a side of ranch.
Ranch, right?
Yeah.
Do you want that in like a dinosaur cup or something like that?
Sir, I'm just asking for the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Those plates back in the day, they used to have the animals on them.
Yeah, honestly, I would love one of those if you have that in the back.
I could put that.
Gladly take
I could put a little bit of ranchies in the corner on one of the ears or something.
How about you do that, sir? How about you go back there and do that for me?
Okay.
Since you like to.
We also just not to butt in here. I know. I'm thinking about your palate here.
Yeah.
We have the kids menu that you walked by as you walked in. Do you
want
me to grab one of those?
I just want the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Lettuce only, side of ranch. No onion.
This young man's getting mad.
Pickle. Side of fries. Please.
Ma'am, did your little guy get a nap today? Did he not have his baba before nap time? Or?
That's how it feels. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's how it feels like I'm being treated.
Yeah.
Sorry that my palate is not.
You want some ranchies, don't you?
You want me to come over here and feed it to you? You want me to pull up a chair? Can you eat it yourself? Gosh. You don't just give me the chicken tenders. You don't even care.
Yeah, we actually We also have, those kiosks. You see them at Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
There's some free games on here if you want to go ahead and play those.
There's like
While you're waiting,
little kid games on there. Miss Rachel's on there. If you like, do you need my phone? You want to watch Danny Go or?
I think they have Bubble Guppies.
You want to
game
watch
on
Hey
there.
Bear? What do you want to do, sweet cheeks?
Yeah. We have a child in the restaurant tonight.
Attention, everybody! It's like they're doing the happy birthday thing.
Yeah.
They bring out my sandwich with just lettuce on it.
We have a child. His name is Jonah Mullins. He's gonna order a chicken sandwich with nothing on it. Anyway.
But lettuce, hey! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Everybody, while you walk past him, slap him in the head.
Yeah. We actually have a mechanical seahorse outside that takes a quarter, if you'd like to do that.
Oh, we have one of those little planes you can sit in outside, and it kind of rocks back and forth for 25 cents if you want to try that.
I know just what you need. We have a few coin slots over there. There's an array of things, toys like you couldn't imagine.
Like the little sticky hand.
Some bouncy balls.
Whatever you want.
Gumball.
Whatever you want, kiddo.
Yeah, we could give you a little ice cream snack afterwards. So,
Whatever.
You know.
Actually, I forgot to mention, our kids meal comes with a toy. I know you didn't really order the kids meal, but you want the toy, don't you?
That might be more your speed. Just
Yeah. Let me run back. I think it's a Power Ranger this week.
Yeah.
So, and matter of fact, while I'm back there, why don't I just take this Diet Coke from you and I'll go put it in a plastic cup.
Yeah, we actually have a
straw.
sponsorship for diapers as well. So if you need any of those,
get a little stinky.
Yeah, and ma'am, there is a changing table for this little guy right here. In the women's bathroom, if you need to take him in there.
If you need to. If precautious.
Yeah.
So, you don't ever have that problem, do you?
I mean, no.
I wish my palate was bigger, but sorry that I don't like tomatoes.
One of the things I used to not like, but I enjoy now is mustard. I like mustard.
Dude, see, it always looks so good on a hot dog.
Oh, it's
And
so
then I'm
good
like,
on a hot dog, man.
Nah, I'm good. I don't think I hate it by any means, like I do like mayo or something like that, but I don't know.
You also don't like pickles, but I actually tried sweet relish on one of my hot dogs. Great choice, I think.
See, here's the thing. That also looks so... Dude, there's nothing that looks better that I don't actually like than a hot dog that's all tricked up.
Like a full loadout glizzy.
Yeah. Yeah, like a Nathan's hot dog, and it's got the onions on the top. It's got the relish, mustard.
It's
the
got
whole
all
nine.
the kill streaks.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, that looks incredible. And if somebody ever gave it to me, I'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no thanks.
No. Yeah, I don't really eat anything. I mean, I don't know. I guess when I grew up, I was too scared not to eat the stuff. So
Sure. See, I used to just sit there like this.
I did try that a few times, and then I literally learned. I did this with grilled cheese and tomato sauce,
Yeah.
which
Fire,
I
by
would
the
still
way.
eat today. Yeah.
Yep.
And then asparagus. And with the grilled cheese, I couldn't eat the grilled cheese without dipping it in tomato soup once. Just once. I had to dip it in there once and try it.
Yeah.
I sat there for 4.5 hours. My dad was watching TV. My mom was in
ultimate standoff.
her room
They gave up.
doing whatever. No. And then I would try to get up and be like, no, sit down. No.
Sit back down. Everybody's like
Yep.
this.
I'm over here like this. On, Sports Center's on. Top 10 is on. Missing it.
Avery versus grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Dude, then
He
I
said-
tried it and I was like, oh my gosh. Mom, that's disgusting. Yuck.
He's
Why
like,
would you make me eat that?
dipping it back in real quick.
Mom, is there something on the stove?
Yeah. Oh, it's burning.
Oh, I tried it
what?
again. Dude.
Oh,
Are you
trash.
do you guys hate me? You guys are torturing me.
They don't even, kids in Africa don't even eat this, Mom. Ugh. Gosh.
Oh, I can still taste it. Ugh.
She's like, that's because you just took another bite.
No, I didn't.
Ugh.
No, I didn't, Mom.
Dude, I used to just sit there because half the time, I mean, it was 50. I mean, we had 3 rotating things. It was either chili, stir fry, which are my 2 least favorite things, or just if we got lucky one night, it'd be something else. But if it was chili or stir fry, I said, not doing it. Not doing it. And we would have a standoff for about typically 2 hours a night. And then they would do something. They would go do something. And I would run either to the sink or to the trash can real quick, scrape it in there.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know.
And
I
then
guess I just.
And then I'm laying in bed at night like this.
Oh, I'm so fucking hungry.
I gotta go find something. I'm
And
not
Mama's
gonna
asleep.
make it.
Parents are asleep. You're just sneaking the fridge. Oh, that looks good.
The problem was when I snuck into the fridge, it was either my options were a half a thing of ketchup,
Cold hot dogs.
What else? Yeah, cold hot dogs or just an egg.
I used to rip
That's
cold
about all
hot
I
dogs.
had.
I won't lie.
Dude, cold hot dogs were actually fire for a minute.
I used to
which
rip
is
cold
psychotic
hot dogs,
behavior.
dude. I would just rip it open down the hatch,
Bro, you might as well just go butcher a pig yourself and just start hamming it. Because that's
one thing we used to
basically-
do though is I don't eat sardines anymore, but I like sardines, which is crazy
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't.
Dude, one of my buddy's dads used to just toss them back. I'm like, oh,
Dude.
my gosh.
If I don't know
What are
what
you, a
hot
fish?
sauce was back then, dude, I would have been ripping sardines, dude.
Dude, I wish I liked them. They're just packed full of protein.
Yeah, and they have some magnesium in them too. So yeah,
Oh, gross.
yeah,
That was
I
about
used
my
to-
options.
yeah. For us,
It was
it
like
was
like a stick of butter, ketchup, and eggs.
for us what it was. You just had to pick the 2 or 3 country crock butter
see
Tails.
what's in there.
hamburger
Think
helper.
you're getting
Okay.
lucky. Cross your fingers.
More hamburger helper. Okay.
All right.
Green beans.
Mm,
Nice.
all right.
Perfect.
And last one. Oh, that's still butter. Okay.
Yep. That's usually how it went
Yeah,
most of the time.
that's fair.
Which
I get
I
that.
I enjoy. They used to have tuna tetrazzini, but they came back out with it recently. But they stopped making it for a long time. But we used to eat
The
tuna
hamburger
tetrazzini
helper?
a lot. Yeah. Well, it's tuna helper, technically the brand, but it's the hamburger
What's-
helper brand.
What's the brand? What's the?
It's like that. The hand.
Yeah, I'm
Red
trying to
hand?
think. The white. Or,
The red-
is it red hand or white hand?
Maybe it's a white hand with red. No, I think
Box is red.
it's like a glove. Looking thing.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Pillsbury guy, but it's not.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we used to rip that all the time.
What's that called?
I gotta think, but
I'm looking.
yeah,
I'm
I don't know.
looking.
That's
Yeah, it's a white
what we
hand.
had quite a bit. Oh, you were right.
It's literally just called Hamburger Helper.
Yeah, but they had tuna
That's
helper.
the brand.
Man, tuna helper was so good. Josh can agree. I'm sure if he's listening, he will agree. Tuna tetrazzini
Dude,
is a top.
my grandma
top
used
meal.
to fire this stuff up. Holy smokes! There's nothing like Hamburger Helper.
We
I
ate
knew it was about to be over once we hit Grandma's house.
when I was younger. We ate a lot of the beef stroganoff, and then the beef pasta. But when I got like 7th, 8th grade time, we found like the double cheeseburger macaroni, dude. 4 plates a night, guaranteed. I mean,
yeah, it's fire.
because we got beef locally, so I mean it was pretty cheap. And my mom would, it calls for 1 pound. She'd put like 2.5 in there.
Oh yeah, have to.
So we're just probably
that sounds so fire.
75, 80 grams of protein, but
Down the hatch.
7,000 calories because I'm eating 4 heaping bowls.
Yeah, that's the bro just put down 100 grams of carbs.
Well, because when I was younger, my dad used to do this a lot, but I've kind of drawn him back from that. But when I was younger, when you were full,
Yeah.
you try to eat some more, and then you leave the table.
Yep.
So, because hamburger helper at that time was so cheap, like
Sure.
a box was $2, and the
Dude,
beef we bought it for like
It was
two
so
or
fire.
$2 or $3 a pound. So I mean, it was a cheap meal if you think about it, for a big
It was so
Or-
good, dude.
or for a family that eats a lot.
Yeah.
And
Throw a couple of those together. $4 for the family.
yeah. Yeah. So I used to eat up until probably I graduated high school. I used to eat so much that I was like incapacitated. Like, like when you eat on Thanksgiving
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say that after Thanksgiving
you're just
dinner.
cooked, you're just
Oh
fried.
yeah. Yep.
That was me every single night.
Yep. It's
Because
like that time you're at a restaurant and you really want to finish your food, but like you were three-fourths of the way done, and you were like, "I'm tapped out, but I'm gonna see if I can finish this thing."
Yeah. Or it's something you can't take home, and then you're like, I gotta
the
eat
feeling
this.
after that, and you're like, "I don't even know if I can stand up straight."
So, what I usually did, I would sit at the table, another plate, get to my fourth, not plate, but bowl, eat that. Then I'm like, holy freaking smokes, I'm cooked. And then I would waddle over to the recliner if my dad wasn't sitting in it, or the couch. I would plop down, and it'd be Big Monday, and I'd be watching K-State versus KU in their primes.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the life right there, bro. Holy smokes!
And you're
The
literally
whole
like,
game, he doesn't move.
yeah, and it's that late at night sometimes because you have, like, I don't know, football practice or something, and then you have a basketball practice for a travel team or something.
Yeah.
It's like 9:45, and you're like, oh. Then you just get locked on the TV and you can't move anymore. Yeah,
You're not moving.
that was
It doesn't
me.
matter.
Because it does make sense. Like, I did a good job of keeping weight on when I got older because I was like a chunky kid when I was younger.
Yeah.
But then when I got older, I kind of grew into my body a little bit.
Yep.
So it helped me keep weight on because I was so active throughout the day.
Yeah, have to.
Like,
Gotta put
as
the
school
cows
lunches
down.
were buns after 4th grade.
Yeah, you're eating 900 calories for school lunch.
Not even that, brother. I'm getting double servings because I know the lunch ladies and they're nice to me.
Yeah.
And I'm eating maybe 750 calories. And I got no salt in my body because they've ripped the salt out of everything.
You got nothing. And it's all grain.
So,
it's like
so
eating cardboard
I'm
pieces.
freaking dehydrated, first of all. And then I got to go to football practice and get deleted for
After school, yeah.
2 hours. And then I got to wait until my parents get home. And then mom makes dinner, or if there's some in the fridge, and I'm ripping it right as I get home.
Not to mention the fact you ate school lunch at 10:50 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like
Coaches,
2 p.m. and you're in, I don't know, algebra 1 in math.
teach. Listen, I get you're teaching good right now, but I can't even see straight.
You got any snacks by chance?
You're over there shaking in the back of the classroom.
Yeah.
I gotta have.
I'm getting pale. I'm so hungry.
Where's the one classmate that always got food? You got to give me something.
Because, back then, after lunch, you could go into the gym and play
I'm
basketball for
hooping.
like 50 minutes.
I just burned all those calories I just ate, so I got nothing.
I'm running on fumes until about 5:45 p.m.
And then
I'm
coach is
lucky.
asking me, "Why are you moving so slow?" Coach, listen, I haven't eaten a good solid meal since breakfast this morning.
And I just got CT literally 5 minutes ago, and you watched it.
You gotta help me out.
I had just acquired CT at the ripe age of 12 years old, and you're expecting me to run
now
a
you're
4.40.
beating me down.
Like,
And now you're beating me down because I just
I
messed
can't
up
even
the play?
think straight. I'm looking at you, but I see you over here,
I see. I got 4 of you right now.
and
I
I'm
don't even know where
hungry.
to look.
And the last time we had a water break was 6 hours ago
And it's
at
also
practice.
99 degrees out here, and I'm in full pads, coach.
In black jerseys from freaking 1942 that we're repurposing for practice
That
jerseys.
Bert used to use my number.
And
It's
the
still
watering
smelling in it.
hole, we can watch the hoses where it's the handle.
Yep.
And it's on. It's spewing water out of it, and we're salivating at the just the view
we're
of it.
watching it.
And he's like, "Oh, Oklahoma drill for the 7th time today.
Yeah.
Let's delete each other."
That's it. Avery didn't listen. We got bear crawls all the way down. Let's
See,
go.
like now we do Oklahoma drill in football, and there's 1 runner, 2 linemen, 2 defensive linemen, and a linebacker. Back in my day, it was runner, linebacker, nobody in between.
1v1. 1v1. You better
You're
get
running
ready to get rocked.
12 yards and meeting at 6 or 7. And
Full speed.
bang!
Yeah.
Like this. Boom!
Both of you bounce off, and you're like,
You're literally on the ground
which
like
way
this.
do I gotta go?
You make the tackle and everybody's like, good hit, let's go. You're smacking you on the head. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, what am I doing?
I don't know which way to look. I see a light.
Then you get back in line,
about
you're
it.
just like this.
And then he has the audacity to say, I wasn't good enough. Run it again. You're like,
Yeah. I'm literally laying on the pad that is the out of balance line. That is the end of practice. The coach is like, all right, hey guys, listen. Practice was horrible today. And I'm looking at him like, yeah, Avery, you listening? I can't hear anything you're saying. No,
You
I'm
like
sorry. Do you, by chance, know American Sign Language? Because I can't. My ears are still ringing from 3 hours ago when I got hit in the head.
He's like, Avery, I'm over here. Hey, Avery, turn
I'm
around.
turning around watching the leaves blow in the wind. It's horrible.
Avery, I'm this way. Turn around, please.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
And then when I was younger, like in high school,
Oh, gosh.
I was undiagnosed ADD, which we can get in that whole thing. I think it's a freaking
Joke.
cult. Anyway. No, for real, dude. I'll tell you why. So,
Oh, gosh.
for those of you who know me, I had a really bad stutter when I was younger. And they attributed that, along with my lack of focus, to ADD. And they never diagnosed me, but they put me on a stimulant when I was younger. It was called
That's what I'm
Ritalin.
talking
So-
about right there.
So, like, for people without ADD, like, pro athletes, if they can, there's a whole bunch of PED rules now, but they'll use stimulants to speed things up. But if you have
Sure.
ADD, it's supposed to do the adverse effect and slow things
right.
down.
Yeah.
I felt the first effect, and it was just,
Avery was locked in. Actually, Fred
I
and
was-
Stephanie were just trying to get you to be an elite athlete
I was
from the
locked
ripe
out.
age of 4.
I was locked out.
Of
I
your
couldn't
own
pay
brain.
attention at all. Yeah, I'm cooked. I was more cooked than I was before.
Oh,
And
gosh.
so-
and your parents are like, hey, this Ritalin didn't, like, it kind of made it worse. Doctor's like, up it. Let's go up a dose.
Yeah. Oh, he was
Give
at
it
10
2.
milligrams? Yeah, go to 40.
Yeah.
Go to 40.
See what happens.
Oh, you taking it twice a day? Yeah, take it 4 times a day. Yep. Welcome to prison,
Spread
bud.
it out, you know?
Yeah.
Spread it out.
So here's what would happen. So I got to the point where if I didn't take it at certain times throughout the day, I'd have a ripping headache. Ripping headache.
Sure. Sure.
And with stimulants, they only give you as much as you need for the month, right? Like any, you know, thing
Prescription.
that you get. Yeah. So there'd be times where I would forget to take it at 8:10 or 8:15 before school, and I couldn't get to my bag because I would leave it in the locker room, put it in my locker, or whatever. So I'd have a ripping headache throughout the morning. Okay, then I'd take it, and the headache's gone for a while. And there'd be times where we have to rush out to football practice, and I don't have time to put all my pads on in the 3 minutes that we get to walk from our class and to be on the field in 3 minutes,
Yeah. Yep.
to take my pill without water, you know, all those things. So I would have a pounding headache, go to football practice, and then get deleted as a freshman.
Oklahoma drill.
No, dude, literally, when I was a freshman, there was this guy on the team. I was playing D-line, which is already bad. I'm way too
Which
small
is incredible.
at that point to play backup or,
Any
I'm
sort of
I'm going
defensive
against
position.
the first offense on the D-line. Horrible idea. But I did it for the team. I'm fine
Avery's
with that.
140 soaking wet.
Well, at that time,
Going
I was
up
like,
against
I was probably like 155.
Brad, who's 315
No,
on his cut.
This guy was like 5'10", 5'11", at least 340. And he was a lunatic. He was a lunatic because it would be like, set, go. I'm on the left side of the defensive line. The play's going to my right. they're running the toss sweep that way. So I'm doing my job. I'm scraping down the line
Get over there.
for a reverse or something.
Yeah.
So I'm staying home. I'm defensive end. I got to stay home.
All right. Close
So I'm
it off.
scraping down the line. I set my anchor. I have this arm free if I need it. And then once the play goes, once it breaks the line of scrimmage, you're supposed to take an angle for angle pursuit.
Yep.
So I'm running down the angle at least 4 times a practice. This fella that I'm talking about would grab you by the face mask and headbutt you right on the head. Just crack you, dude. And if it was one of the days I didn't take my pill, I don't know how I survived. I'm pretty sure my brain is mush. It'd be one of those times you ever got hit so hard in the head.
Headbutt you.
I'm not sure if this happened to you, but it's happened to me during a game before, which is somewhat understandable. There'd be times where I blacked out for like 2 seconds, like nothing. Black.
Avery, I hate to tell you, but you got some
Dude.
issues going on up there.
But compounded with not taking the pill,
Oh, sure.
I would black out probably like
And-
once a month.
And it's Monday.
Yeah.
Monday afternoon. Avery
Yeah.
hasn't taken any Ritalin.
Yeah, it's
And you just
it's
got
Monday
headbutted.
afternoon. I just took a freaking, college algebra final that I absolutely bombed. And I know my mom's going to be ticked. Lunch sucked. We got freaking slop soup.
A double serving, of
yeah.
course.
This one dude was making fun of my stutter. So then I feel bad about myself the rest of the day. And then I got to go get deleted at practice by all the seniors that are 6'3", 350,000 pounds.
Not only do we have to play scout team D end.
There's a
Then I
guard
gotta go-
pulling. There's a guard pulling, and I'm playing end. I'm the first guy outside of the center, and I'm freaking getting deleted by our starting offensive lineman that I don't see. They're like, "Hey, Avery's doing a good job today. Let's absolutely delete him." All right,
Let's
okay, we're
cook
doing
him.
counter right.
Yeah.
Avery's gonna step down and set his anchor, and he's gonna get anchored into the ground. His head's gonna stick into the ground. He's gonna hit him so hard.
I don't want him to get back up. All right, hit him hard.
So then I got to a point. I'm like, okay, I'm watching the opposite guard every single play. I'm doing my job to start with. I'm getting hands on, but if I see that guard pulling, I'm taking out his kneecaps. And I did that multiple times. I'm literally here. I see the guard pulling. I'm like, all right, I got him this time.
It's
I'm gonna wait a little bit, and I'm dropping, and I'm freaking right through the
Cram.
kneecap. Wham!
See if he ever does that again.
And I'm like, yeah, pull again.
Yeah.
I'll take out your
See
other
what
kneecap.
happens.
You think I'm playing?
Except for the fact that then you meet up with him in the Oklahoma drill, and it's you versus him.
Yeah, back then they didn't have groups. We have groups now where it's like talent levels. No, it would be
Yeah.
the starting running back.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
And I'm at linebacker, and I'm like, oh, frick, I'm getting kneed in
Coach
the
just
head.
wants to see someone get absolutely pancaked.
So I'm ankle biting. I'm going for toes, dude. I'm going. Tink, I hit him in the toe. He falls over. I'm like, let's go. It's me. He's still running. Probably. I hit him in the toe. It didn't even bother him. Dude, it was just so stressful.
Oh man! What
Then
a
you go
time to
home
be
and you
alive.
find out you have a C in math and you're cooked.
Then you go home
you're
and
literally
it's chili
fried.
for dinner.
Yeah.
You're like,
No, that was my bright spot of the day. I'm like, okay, guys, you know what? I might have CTE for the 4th time this week, but there's hamburger helper at home, so it's not
KU
all
plays
bad.
K-State tonight.
It's not all bad.
We're
Michael
looking
Beasley is on K-State.
I may not be able to see what's
It
going
could
on
be
on
worse.
TV, but it's all up.
Wesley Wondu is still playing for K-State. It could be much worse.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah. So
So, good times. Holy smokes! What a good time to be alive.
yeah,
Oh
and then we'll get into the basketball stories next time. You just get your lunch eaten every single day.
Oh,
and
we gotta talk
it's-
about an old Bennington basketball practice from 2:55 p.m. to 6:45 p.m.
Yeah.
on a Tuesday
And
night.
when I was a freshman, it was just like. Nowadays, the seniors are nice to the freshmen, and then teachers get mad because they're mean to the freshmen. They don't
Yeah.
even know.
oh,
They act
no,
like they
not at
weren't
all.
freshmen at one time. Everybody's
I
been
don't
a
even
freshman
really
at one
know.
time.
They were nice to me.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I thought we were a good class.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
We weren't mean to anybody.
No, I don't think
But
so.
our seniors, dude, there's a reason why kids quit a lot of sports because
I'm
if
sure.
you have like okay mental fortitude, you're cooked. They're
cooked.
eating you alive.
Yeah. Bro, I remember Mr. Sheaf always gave us that speech about being nice to the class below us.
Yeah.
Always.
People did not care back in the day.
No.
I say
He's
back
the
in the
goat.
day. I guess it is back in the day now. I'm 25 years old.
Getting up there, buddy.
Well, no, I turn
Time's
26 next month. It's
That's
freaking
wild,
crazy.
actually.
And I'm off my parents' insurance, so I'm cooked.
Frick. Shoot.
I think I'm just gonna raw dog life until Kylie
There
and I
you go.
get married, and I'll get on.
Send it.
If she has good insurance, I'll get on hers.
Fingers crossed she can pull me through.
Not for real.
So, well, what do you say we end her there? You
I don't
got
think that's a
anything
good way
else?
to end it. No, I mean, I could
That's a great episode.
rant for days on
We'll talk
the
about
high school
basketball
experience
next week.
Yeah.
I'll even write it in the notes. Sick.
Title for this episode is Nothing Like Monday Afternoon Headbutts.
See, nothing like CT on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, good episode there. We appreciate you guys for tuning in,
Yeah.
as always.
Of course.
Even if you didn't make it all the way, that's okay. Well,
If you didn't make it all the way, you missed an
you
absolute
missed
rant.
a slammer of a rant there. I was crying. I was in tears.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's better, the happy tears for you now than the actual tears for me.
Right. The
at
actual
night.
tears that happened. Yes. Yes.
Before I go to
I would
bed, I'm
agree.
like, I gotta freaking do this tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, how am I gonna make it through?
And I checked the weather app. It's going to be 155,000 degrees.
It was like I can't.
And
I
it just so
literally can't do
happens
this anymore.
the breeze leaves at 3:45 when we get out to the football field, and it's
Yep. Just blitzing hot.
Yeah.
You barely make it out.
it's
onto
supposed
the
to rain
field.
at 6 p.m. right as I get home from practice.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah,
But, anyways.
Yep.
Hope you guys have a great week.
yeah. 4th of July coming up.
Oh, it's coming up, isn't it? Next week.
Yeah.
Wow. Check
So-
that. Also, big shout out to Jessica Mullins. Her birthday is on Tuesday, July
Happy early
1st.
birthday, Jessica.
Check that out. Make sure
Yeah.
you guys say happy birthday. I don't care how you do it. Tell her happy birthday. She deserves
All right.
it. I think she's turning 20 this year, so that's pretty neat.
Nice.
Nice.
All right,
So
man.
we're appreciate
Sorry.
you as always.
Didn't mean to cut you off. I did.
Oh, you're good. I'm not worried. Have a great week, sir.
You too, man.
Cut that grass.
Get that cash.
Get your bread. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Peace out, brother.